Hi and welcome to another edition of Bauer Business Bites. My name is David Tighe, the Managing Director of Bauer Media in Northern Ireland. And each week we talk to someone who's working within the field of business or education. And we try and find some insight and some, looking forward to the future. Where are we going in the economy and where are we going in the workplace? And this week I'm really delighted to welcome our guest, who's Kieran Swail. He's an innovation specialist at Southern Regional College. Kieran, you're welcome to Business Bites.
David, thank you very much for the invitation. Lovely to be here.
Well, it's great to see you, and let's get straight into our conversation because I've been looking forward to this one. The first question I've got for you is, what is an innovation specialist? It's a fantastic job role to have. What is it?
It's a great job role. Thank you for that. Yeah, I guess accepted into the job. Really, I suppose is to look at new ways of working with businesses primarily, but also within the college of trying to feed innovation back to the curriculum, to help businesses innovate and through new products, through new services, through looking at what they do. Is there a better way of doing that? Within the last 6 months, the world has changed. There's no arguing. So really, you're looking at with many businesses: is there another way to do things? Is there a more leaner way to do things to improve their service? Many businesses have been struggling, so you're trying to say, listen, here's another way. For example, to maybe do business online. We can help you to do that. Many of the businesses we've helped, the work has moved towards online now, obviously, when you're not able to meet them face to face. But at the core of business support and the core of innovation is looking at different ways to do things. And maybe if I leave you with this thought is about inside the box, that very much innovation is found within. And I use that term because too often a lot of people say, think outside the box. And what we're trying to tell the people is actually, no, think within, right? What are the resources that you have? You maybe have less resources than you used to have. What is it that you can do now within the constraints that you're operating in? But yes, David, it's a fantastic role. I'm very passionate about it, very passionate about trying to help business to do. One of our slogans behind me is do business better and more efficiently. So hopefully that gives you some insight into innovation.
That's fantastic, and it's interesting the way that when people think about a college, they think more of the students, and you've got that real link now between the student fraternity and the workplace. And so, tell us about how that kind of works in practice. Are you getting the students ready to come into the world, or are you kind of working with the businesses to get the students into their world? What's the balance?
Probably a bit of the latter. My role specifically is a business support unit. So I am one of 6 innovation technology specialists who are full-time and then supported by another 8 business support team. And then we have a panel of business mentors. So in relation to the curriculum, we give we give occasional guest lectures in and around the various classes. We take on student placements. We are involved in you may have heard of a higher level apprenticeship program in our apprenticeships. So we are involved in that way through a range of different student interventions. And we regularly, on a monthly basis, then we feed back to our curriculum teams. There's a term called project-based learning, which has come into the curriculum in the last 3 years. And our team, our business support team, would work with all the different faculties in terms of looking at projects where you can work with businesses. As well, I sit on the Department of the Economy has set up what are called curriculum hubs, and I sit on the Innovation Hub, which is led by Northern Regional College, and they in turn have been able to set up an entrepreneurship club, and we're looking to roll that across the 6 colleges. So business support doesn't sit in isolation. It's a central really role within the college, keeping the students up to date with the curriculum, but also we're probably on a day-to-day basis working closer with the businesses.
Okay. Oh, that's cleared that one up. That's great to know. So let's get into some of that innovation, because right now I'd say the world is hungry for innovation. It's hungry to do things differently. There are many challenges on many different fronts, and that presents, I presume, for you and your colleagues, opportunities to help do things differently, because that's what people are looking for right now, I think. So have you got any, really good examples of, specifically here in Northern Ireland, of situations where
Yeah,
you're having
sure.
success and development?
Yeah. Well, loads of examples, and I'll try and summarize them as best I can. Certainly, in my own area, which is tourism, a local company, Travel with Brack Tours, will launch their own. Sorry, the company's called Brack Tours, based in Newry and in Dublin. They're an all-island incoming tour specialist. Recently, obviously, with what happened, their business was pushed forward to 2021 and 2022. So they came to us, Kieran, we want to set up a podcast series. Now, I recently had set up my own, Tomorrow's Visitors, and we worked with them to establish that. And they now are on the fourth, and it's on all podcast channels. But we've taken that project beyond, because now what we're doing with them is we're setting up a virtual reality space, a room where you can come in and experience travel. So you might have an event, you might have a concert, a recital, and you're coming, or we're setting them up with a virtual reality gift shop for Brack Tours. We're in the process of doing that. So not that virtual reality, for example, is going to replace reality. In tourism, virtual reality will certainly add a deeper dimension and will help people to add a new income stream, a new revenue stream to their business. So podcasting and augmented reality, AR, and virtual reality in my own area are areas where I've been innovating with businesses. Very recently, we've just taken up and worked with an artist, and we're using, different cameras. She wants to teach art. She also wants to teach art on a one-to-one and a one-to-group. So I was saying to your colleague, David, we're using a system called Minicam, where we set up 3 or 4 different cameras. But that same artist actually then wants to set up a online tutoring program. And we've worked with another local company called Cobabble, and we are able to offer online training courses for people who are interested in art. This individual had no idea how to do that 3 months ago, and we've been able to do that. So in art and in tourism and in e-commerce, there are many local companies we've really developed e-fulfillment programs for, in terms of pick up at my door. It's a local grocer, a local butcher. They didn't know how to do that. So a couple of my colleagues, David and Brian and Darren, have been able to develop e-commerce solutions for them. Corford's Rock has won an award, Blast na Heron, and Carrie Kitchens has won a lot of other noticeable awards as well recently. So across engineering, IT, food, e-commerce, I've mentioned augmented reality and virtual reality. We are innovating. 2 local companies, David, one Newry.ie and another Kitchen Operating Systems. We have been upskilling them in using a program called Mozilla Hubs, which is a virtual reality program. And next weekend, the 6th and 7th of November, you will have the very first of Can Fla virtual Fla. And we've been helping the businesses set that up and establish that. So that's going to be a really important story. And what I want you to take away from this is we are using the tools that are out there at the moment to try and help the businesses. But we're not saying, that technology is everything, because the most important thing, and I'm very passionate about this, is the one-to-one people experience. But, look out for that one. That's on the 6th and 7th of November. I've mentioned the podcasts. There's lots of engineering solutions we've been doing. I think the big challenge for us, David, has been we've been delivering this online, but we've been able to do that. The most important thing that I find is that businesses just need to listen. And we need to listen, to what businesses are the help that they're asking for. So I'm hoping that gives you a little flavor of some of the things that we're doing.
It certainly does, and we're happy to listen to you, and we could listen for another episode of Business Bites, but we've run out of time. It's been inspirational. Kieran Swail, thank you.
Thanks, David.